What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. In this video, I'm going to be doing a comparison of 3 different types of large Magnum pistol primers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up some 44 Magnum loads with some Federal large Magnum pistol primers, some CCI 350 large Magnum pistol primers, and some Winchester large pistol or large pistol Magnum primers. And I'm gonna shoot them over the chronograph, and we're gonna compare the results and see if there's any difference in velocity. So I'm gonna be using my Smith & Wesson Model 629 Performance Center. It's got a 2 5/8 inch barrel, and I'm going to be using some Hornady 240 grain XTP bullets and some Cast Performance 300 grain hard casts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up 3 rounds for each of these primers. So 3 hard casts and 3 XTPs for each of these 3 primers: the Federal large Magnum pistol, CCI 350, and WLP. And I'm going to be using accurate number 9 and Ramshot Enforcer. I'm going to be using accurate number 9 for the XTPs and Ramshot Enforcer for the 300 grain hard cast. So let's see what happens, guys. Do you think there's going to be any noticeable difference in velocity? And just to make it clear, all of these rounds that I'm going to load up are all going to have the same powder charge for each of them. So obviously the hard cast and the XTP are going to have different powder charges, but all of the hard casts and all of the XTPs are all going to have the same powder charge. So this way we're just strictly comparing the primers to see if there's any difference between these primers in the velocity, if there's a large difference or is there just a very small difference. So I'm really curious to see what the difference is. So what do you guys think? Which one do you think is going to have the highest velocity? I'm going to be using just starting loads. So these are going to be very weak loads for the 44 Magnum. So not sure if that's going to have any effect or not on the test, but I'm going to be using reduced loads just for the sake of saving powder, and so I don't beat up my hand with tremendous recoil, because I'm going to have to shoot almost 20 rounds over the chronograph. So let's see what happens, guys. Take a guess. Which primer do you think is going to have the lowest velocity, and which primer do you think is going to have the highest velocity?